Have you ever stumbled upon a home remedy that sounded so simple, so easy, that you almost didn't believe it could work, but then it absolutely blew you away? It's funny how sometimes the simplest things in life can have the biggest impact. Now, if you're over 60 like me, you've probably seen a lot of trends come and go. Every week there's a new miracle cream or a superfood claiming to turn back the clock. But today I want to talk to you about something that's been around for generations, quietly helping people heal, feel better, and live stronger. And it doesn't come in a fancy package or cost a fortune. It's something you probably already have sitting in your cupboard right now. I'm talking about the humble bottle of castor oil and that little box of baking soda you might be using for your fridge or baking. And when you mix these two together, oh my friend, the results can be absolutely life-changing. Even doctors are starting to sit up and take notice, and when someone like Barbara O'Neill, who has spent decades teaching natural healing, gets excited about something, you know it's worth listening to. Now, before we dive into why this mix is so powerful, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever struggled with stubborn aches and pains that just won't go away? Maybe that lingering knee pain, that stubborn back stiffness, or even a nagging skin issue that just seems to hang around no matter what you try? I get it. After 60, our bodies aren't always as quick to bounce back as they once were, but that doesn't mean we have to accept discomfort as a normal part of aging. That's why what I'm about to share with you is so exciting. When you combine castor oil with baking soda, you create a simple remedy that can help your body heal naturally from the outside in. This mixture is believed to draw out toxins, reduce inflammation, soothe irritated skin, and even promote circulation. All things that our bodies desperately need as we get older. Let's start by talking about castor oil. It's been used for thousands of years, literally since ancient Egypt, for its healing properties. Rich in something called ricinoleic acid, castor oil is famous for reducing inflammation and promoting healing. It's thick, it's sticky, and it's a little messy, but it's pure gold when it comes to supporting the body's natural repair processes. People have used it for everything from boosting hair growth to soothing sore joints. And then there's baking soda. You might think of it as just something you use to make your cookies rise or to freshen your fridge, but it's so much more than that. Baking soda is incredibly effective at neutralizing acids, drawing out impurities and calming irritated skin. It's gentle yet powerful, making it a perfect partner for castor oil. Now, imagine putting these two natural powerhouses together. When you mix a little baking soda into your castor oil, you create a paste that not only moisturizes, but also pulls out toxins and soothes inflammation. It's like giving your body a helping hand to do what it already wants to do, heal itself. One of the most popular ways to use this mix is for joint pain. If your knees ache when you stand up or your shoulders feel stiff after a long day, applying this simple castor oil and baking soda blend can make a real difference. All you have to do is gently rub it into the sore area. Cover it with a soft cloth if you like and let it sit. Some folks even use a heating pad on low heat to help it soak in deeper. After just a few sessions, many people notice they feel looser, more comfortable, and even more mobile. But that's not all. This blend is also a wonderful remedy for tired, dry, or irritated skin, something many of us struggle with as we get older. Our skin naturally gets thinner and loses moisture with age, but instead of spending a fortune on chemical-packed creams, why not reach for something simple, natural, and proven? Castor oil nourishes and moisturizes the skin deeply, while baking soda gently exfoliates and refreshes, helping your skin look and feel smoother. And there's something so comforting about using remedies that are simple and natural, isn't there? It reminds us that sometimes the best answers aren't found in a bottle at the pharmacy, but in the timeless wisdom passed down through generations. It's a way of taking care of ourselves that feels good, not just physically, but emotionally, too. It's a little act of self-love, of honoring the body that's carried us through all the ups and downs of life. Of course, like anything, consistency is key. You're not going to put this mixture on once and wake up feeling 20 years younger, though wouldn't that be nice? But with regular use, many people notice real improvements. Less stiffness, softer skin, a little extra pep in their step. And honestly, after 60, every little bit of extra comfort, strength, and energy matters, doesn't it? So, if you've got a bottle of castor oil and a box of baking soda tucked away in your kitchen or bathroom, you might want to pull them out and give this a try. It's simple, it's affordable, and it's a beautiful reminder that healing doesn't always have to be complicated. And now that we've talked about the magic behind mixing castor oil and baking soda, let's explore exactly how you can use this blend in different ways to support your health even more. Now that you know just how powerful this simple combination of castor oil and baking soda can be, let's talk about the different ways you can actually put it to work in your daily life. Because knowing is one thing, but doing, that's where the real magic happens. And the good news is, it's so easy to get started, you might just find yourself smiling at how simple it all is. First, let's talk about one of the most common struggles we face as we get older, joint pain. Maybe it's your knees after a walk, or your shoulders after reaching for something on a high shelf. Or maybe it's that dull ache in your lower back that seems to show up out of nowhere and stay just long enough to be annoying. Whatever it is, you're not alone. Millions of seniors deal with some form of joint discomfort every single day. The beauty of using castor oil and baking soda is how easy it is to create your very own soothing compress right at home. All you need to do is take a small bowl, pour in a tablespoon or two of castor oil, and sprinkle just enough baking soda to form a nice, spreadable paste. It should be thick enough to stay put without dripping all over the place, but still soft enough to gently rub onto your skin. Once you've made your paste, simply apply it to the sore area. Be generous, but there's no need to slather it on inches thick, just enough to cover the spot nicely. After that, you can cover it with a soft piece of cloth, like an old cotton t-shirt or even a clean dish towel, and if you want to go the extra mile, apply a heating pad set on low. That gentle warmth helps the castor oil seep deep into the tissues, bringing its healing goodness right where you need it most. Now, I'll be honest with you, the first time I tried this, I wasn't expecting much. I thought, how could something this simple really help? But after sitting quietly with that warm compress on my achy knee for about 45 minutes, I stood up and noticed something incredible. The tightness was less. The ache wasn't shouting at me the way it usually did. It was subtle at first, but over the next few days with regular use, that stubborn pain softened even more. And I realized sometimes the simplest remedies are the ones our bodies respond to best. Another wonderful way to use this mixture is to soothe tired, dry feet. If you've ever looked down and noticed your heels are cracked, dry, or just feeling rougher than you'd like, this simple paste can work wonders. After your evening shower or bath, when your skin is still soft, take a little of the castor oil and baking soda mix and massage it gently into your feet. Pay special attention to those dry, tough spots. Then, slip on a pair of cozy socks and let it work overnight while you sleep. By morning, you'll be amazed at how much softer and healthier your skin feels. And there's something so nurturing about taking that little bit of time for yourself, isn't there? In a world that often feels busy and rushed, these small moments of care remind us that we're worth the effort, that our bodies, even with all their aches and changes, deserve kindness and attention. But the benefits don't stop there. Many people also use this paste to ease minor skin irritations like dry patches, redness, or even small blemishes that can pop up no matter how old we get. Just a small dab applied gently to the area can help calm the skin and speed up the healing process. The castor oil deeply moisturizes and nourishes, while the baking soda helps gently clear away impurities and bring balance back to the skin. And here's something else you might love. Some folks swear by this mixture for easing the discomfort of varicose veins. Now, of course, varicose veins are a common part of aging, and while this won't make them disappear, regular application of the castor oil and baking soda paste can sometimes help reduce the feeling of heaviness and aching that often comes along with them. Massaging the legs gently, always upward toward the heart, helps support better circulation too, giving your hard-working veins a little extra help. The key with all of these uses is to listen to your body. Start slow, pay attention to how you feel and give yourself the gift of consistency. Healing is rarely instant. It's a journey, a quiet transformation that happens day by day. And every time you take a few minutes to care for yourself in this way, you're sending a powerful message to your body. I believe in you. I'm on your side. It's also important to remember that not all castor oils are created equal. When you're picking out a bottle, look for one that's cold-pressed and hexane-free if you can. These types are the purest and retain all of those wonderful healing properties we want. And as for baking soda, plain old Arm & Hammer or any pure baking soda will do just fine. No need for anything fancy. Now you might be wondering, how often should you use this mixture? Well, that depends a little bit on what you're using it for. For joint aches or muscle soreness, a few times a week can be incredibly helpful. For skin care, even once or twice a week can make a big difference. The important thing is to find a rhythm that feels good to you, one that fits naturally into your life like a comforting ritual you look forward to. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a little self-care, especially when it's simple, affordable, and deeply nourishing? In a world that often rushes us toward quick fixes and complicated treatments, this easy, natural remedy feels like a breath of fresh air. As we continue, there's another powerful way this simple mixture can support your health that you absolutely don't want to miss. It's something many people overlook, but once you start doing it, you might just wonder how you ever lived without it. One thing many people overlook, especially as the years roll by, is the importance of detoxifying the body gently and naturally. We tend to think about aches, wrinkles, and slower digestion, but we sometimes forget that inside our bodies, our cells are constantly working to clean up waste, repair damage, and keep us feeling vibrant. And that's where castor oil and baking soda can step in once again, like trusted old friends. Let me ask you, have you ever had those days where you just feel sluggish for no clear reason? You're not exactly sick, but you're not exactly your lively self either. Maybe your digestion feels a little off, your head feels a little cloudy, or you just feel heavier somehow, weighed down from the inside out. That's often your body's way of whispering, hey, I could use a little help here. And help can come in the most unexpected, gentle ways. Castor oil packs, simple cloths soaked in castor oil and placed over the liver area, have been used for centuries to support natural detoxification. But when you mix castor oil with a little baking soda and apply it over your abdomen, especially near the liver, you add another layer of support. The baking soda helps create a more alkaline environment, which some natural health experts believe encourages the body to flush out toxins more effectively. To do this, you don't need any fancy equipment. Just take your homemade castor oil and baking soda paste, rub a gentle layer over the upper right side of your belly, that's where your liver lives, and cover it with a soft cloth. You can lie down comfortably, maybe with a warm towel, or a heating pad placed over it if you like, and just relax for 30 to 60 minutes. Many people find that doing this a few times a week helps them feel lighter, brighter, and even notice improvements in their digestion and energy levels. It's almost as if giving your body a little extra support allows it to breathe a sigh of relief and get back to doing its best work. And isn't that exactly what we want? To work with our bodies, not against them, especially as we grow wiser with age? Now, while we're talking about digestion, there's another simple use of this magical mixture that I just have to share with you. If you're someone who struggles with occasional constipation, and let's be honest, many of us do, after 60, using castor oil and baking soda externally can be surprisingly helpful. Instead of reaching for harsh laxatives, which can sometimes leave you feeling worse in the long run, you can try massaging a little of this paste onto your lower abdomen in gentle clockwise circles. Not only does the massage itself stimulate the intestines to move more naturally, but the healing properties of the castor oil penetrate deep into the tissues, encouraging gentle movement without forcing anything. It's a kinder, more natural approach, the way nature intended. And when your digestion flows smoothly, everything else just feels easier, doesn't it? Your energy improves, your mood lifts, and even those little everyday activities, like gardening, walking, or just enjoying your favorite book, feel more joyful. And here's something even more heartwarming. Many seniors who use this combination regularly say it becomes more than just a health habit. It becomes a beautiful act of self-love, a quiet moment to check in with themselves, to tune in to what their bodies need. Instead of ignoring or rushing past those signals, it's about slowing down, being present, and honoring the incredible journey your body has carried you through for all these years. Because the truth is, at 60, 70, 80, or beyond, you are not broken. You are not worn out. You are simply in a new season of life, one that deserves even more care, patience, and love. Now you might be wondering, are there any precautions you should know about? That's a great question, and it shows you care about doing things the smart way. Generally, castor oil and baking soda are very safe for most people when used externally, but it's always wise to do a small patch test first, especially if you have sensitive skin. Just apply a tiny bit of the mixture to your inner arm, wait for a few hours, and see how your skin reacts. If there's no redness, itching, or irritation, you're good to go. And as always, if you're managing a serious medical condition or you're unsure whether this remedy is right for you, it's a good idea to chat with your healthcare provider first. They can help you decide how to weave these natural remedies into your overall care plan in a way that supports your unique journey. But for most people, especially those looking for gentle, natural ways to nurture their bodies, this simple little mixture can feel like discovering a hidden treasure, one that costs just pennies, but gives back in ways you can truly feel, not just in your joints and skin, but in your energy, your digestion, and even your sense of connection with yourself. So, if you've been feeling a little disconnected from your body lately, if you've been wishing for a simple, comforting way to feel more vibrant, more alive, maybe this is your invitation to roll up your sleeves, mix up a little paste, and give yourself the gift of tender, natural care. You might just be amazed at how something so small can make you feel so much more at home in your own skin. And there's one more beautiful use of this mixture that's touched the hearts of so many people, something that has to do with easing, one of the most common yet often overlooked discomforts of aging. It's a tender topic, but one that deserves our full attention. Now, if you've ever dealt with swollen ankles, tired legs, or achy joints, you know how it can sneak up on you. One day you're out enjoying a walk in the park, and the next your knees are complaining, your ankles feel heavy, and your feet just don't want to cooperate. It's frustrating, isn't it? Especially when you remember how easy and light your body used to feel. Well, here's some beautiful news. Our castor oil and baking soda mixture can be a wonderful, natural way to bring relief to those tired, swollen areas. You see, castor oil is rich in a special kind of fatty acid called ricinoleic acid. This powerful little compound has been shown to support circulation, reduce inflammation, and ease discomfort. And when combined with baking soda, which promotes an alkaline environment and helps calm irritation, it becomes a simple, soothing remedy you can use at home anytime you need a little extra support. Imagine this. You come home after a long day, maybe you've been gardening, maybe you were out running errands, or maybe you just woke up feeling a little more stiff than usual. Instead of reaching straight for pills or pushing through the discomfort, you could try this. Mix up a small batch of castor oil and baking soda, massage it gently into your knees, your ankles, even your lower back if that's where you're feeling it. Use soft, loving hands. No rushing, no roughness. Think of it like giving your body a thank you massage for all the hard work it's done for you over the years. You can wrap the area with a soft cloth if you like, and rest for a while, letting the oils work their magic. Many people notice that after even just 1 or 2 applications, the swelling goes down, the ache softens, and movement becomes a little easier, a little more joyful. And here's the thing, it's not just about the physical relief, although that's certainly a gift in itself. It's also about the emotional comfort that comes with it. When you take the time to care for your body in this gentle, nurturing way, you send yourself a powerful message that you are worthy of kindness, that your body, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated, still deserves tenderness and love. This kind of daily or weekly ritual can become a beautiful part of your life, a moment where you pause, slow down, and reconnect with yourself. And the best part? It's easy, affordable, and completely natural. No complicated instructions, no side effects to worry about. Now, while we're on the subject of caring for our skin and joints, there's another bonus to using this amazing mixture that I just have to share with you. Over time, many seniors notice that their skin starts to lose its elasticity. You might see more wrinkles, sagging, or that dry, papery feeling that no amount of regular lotion seems to fix. That's where castor oil really shines once again. When combined with baking soda, it doesn't just sit on top of the skin like some moisturizers do. It actually penetrates deep into the layers, nourishing from the inside out. It helps boost circulation, encourages the production of collagen, and even supports the repair of tiny damages that naturally happen over time. If you've got rough patches on your elbows, your heels, or your hands, try massaging a bit of this paste into those areas. Let it soak in overnight if you can. Maybe even cover your hands with soft gloves or your feet with cozy socks. In the morning, you might just wake up to skin that feels softer, stronger, and surprisingly youthful. It's a little like turning back the clock in a way that feels completely natural and right, not forcing your body to be something it's not, but encouraging it to be the very best version of itself at every stage of life. And really, isn't that what we all want? To feel good in our bodies, to wake up each day not dreading the mirror, but smiling at the person we see, full of gratitude for all the adventures we've lived and all the beautiful moments still to come. Of course, as with anything good and natural, consistency is key. You don't have to do these treatments every day, but making them a regular part of your self-care routine, even once or twice a week, can lead to some truly beautiful changes over time. It's about building habits that nourish you deeply, not just on the surface but in your heart and spirit too. And don't worry if life gets busy and you miss a day here or there. This isn't about being perfect. It's about coming back to yourself again and again with kindness and patience. Every time you mix up a little paste, every time you take the time to nurture your skin, your joints, your digestion, or your energy, you're telling your body, I'm still with you. I still believe in you. And that belief, that gentle, loving belief, can move mountains. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that health isn't just about what's happening in our muscles, bones, or blood. True health is about feeling at peace inside your own skin. It's about waking up in the morning and feeling excited for the day ahead, not bogged down by discomfort or discouragement. And small, natural practices, like using castor oil and baking soda, can be powerful tools in building that kind of life. They're reminders that we don't have to accept every ache, every wrinkle, every moment of fatigue as something we can't do anything about. We can take small steps, beautiful, nurturing steps, to feel stronger, lighter, and more connected to ourselves than ever before. Because every day you're alive is a miracle. Every breath you take is a gift, and you deserve to feel as vibrant, as radiant, and as full of life as possible, no matter what the calendar says. And speaking of vibrancy, there's one more incredible way that castor oil and baking soda can work together to support your health. And it's something that often gets overlooked until it's too late. It's all about caring for an area of your body that quietly supports almost everything you do: your lymphatic system. Now, I know it's not something we usually think about day to day, but your lymphatic system is like the silent guardian of your health. It moves fluids through your body, flushes out toxins, and supports your immune system, keeping you feeling strong and energized. The thing is, as we get older, that system can slow down a bit. It's natural. Maybe you notice more puffiness, maybe you feel sluggish, or you catch colds a little easier than before. It's not because you're weak, it's just your body asking for a little extra help. And here's the beautiful part. Castor oil and baking soda together can be that help. When you apply this mixture gently over areas like your lower abdomen, under your arms, or behind your knees, it can actually help encourage lymphatic flow. Think of it like giving your body's natural drainage system a boost, helping it clear away the clutter so you can feel lighter, clearer, and more vibrant. Barbara O'Neill, who many of you know for her natural health wisdom, often talks about the power of castor oil packs for lymphatic health, and she's absolutely right. It's not just about fixing a symptom, it's about supporting the whole body in doing what it's designed to do best: heal, cleanse, and renew itself. Now let's be real, none of us are looking to go back in time or pretend we're 20 years old again. What we're after is feeling good right now, with the body and the life we have today. It's about waking up with energy, moving with ease, smiling when you catch your reflection, and knowing deep down that you're taking good care of yourself. And honestly, there's something incredibly empowering about that. Imagine for a moment you taking just a few minutes a day or a few times a week to mix up this simple paste. You massage it into your skin, let it nourish your joints, your muscles, your digestion, your skin, even your lymphatic flow. You take those quiet moments to breathe, to thank your body, to send yourself love. It's not complicated. It's not expensive. It doesn't require fancy machines, miracle creams, or endless doctor appointments. Okay, it's just you, your hands, and a few natural ingredients that have been around for generations, gently reminding you that healing and strength have always been within your reach. And here's something even more beautiful. When you start taking these small steps, they ripple outward into every area of your life. Maybe you sleep a little better. Maybe your digestion improves. Maybe your mood lifts, your energy rises, and you find yourself saying yes to more walks, more laughter, more adventures. Because it's never too late to feel better. It's never too late to choose health, to choose joy, to choose yourself. If you've been feeling stuck lately, like your body just isn't cooperating the way it used to, please know it's not the end of the story. There are still so many beautiful chapters ahead, and small loving practices like this one can help turn the page. Before we wrap up, I want you to remember, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it all right every day. Healing isn't a straight line, and progress often looks like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But every time you show up for yourself, every time you choose something nurturing over something harmful, you're building a stronger, brighter, more joyful life. It's not about chasing youth. It's about honoring the incredible life you've lived and preparing yourself to live even more fully, more vibrantly, more lovingly in the days to come. So, the next time you feel a little ache in your joints, a little tiredness in your spirit, a little frustration with the passing years, remember this simple gift waiting for you. A little castor oil, a little baking soda, a little love. Mix them together and watch what happens, not just on the outside but deep within. Doctors may be speechless at the results, but you'll be smiling, because you'll know the secret isn't just in the ingredients. It's in the care, the consistency, and the quiet belief that your best days are still ahead. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found even one helpful tip or a little spark of encouragement, I hope you'll take a moment to click the like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more wonderful people like you. And if you want more simple, natural ways to feel stronger, healthier, and happier at any age, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried castor oil remedies before? What's one small thing you do to care for yourself that makes a big difference? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing your beautiful stories. Until next time, remember, you are strong, you are wise, and you are deeply loved. Here's to living your best life, today, tomorrow, and every day after. Take care, my friend.